I've hired him as a general contractor, the homeowner. What should I ask Charlie to produce to me?
You just want to see a certificate of insurance.
He's going to hand me a piece of paper that says
100%.
Is it going to tell me like an amount or something?
Yeah, it's going to tell you. It's going to tell you amount. It's going to tell you if they have, you know, it's going to tell you that it's going to tell you everything from their automobile coverage to their liability coverage on their general liability. If he has workers' comp, it's going to be listed on the certificate.
And if I'm going through what I've estimated and the architect or the GC has said is a $500,000 renovation, it should at least have that number on it somewhere or more?
I think $1 million is a good starting point.
It's just $1 million.
Yeah,
probably not a big difference between those numbers.
Cost effective to go with $1 million.
Gotcha. And then, so he hands me that, and then 3 days later, all these strangers are showing up because I don't know the plumbers or the electricians. Am I looking them in the eye and saying, give me your thing, or is it all going through Charlie?
Ask it to the contractor.
That's
you know, you don't need to have communication with everybody. Obviously, it's nice to know who's working in your house.
Sure.
But, you know, also ask the contractor, how are they covered on your policy? How am I protected? You know, no question is a bad question, right? Because you don't know the answer, and you know, we can all assume, and you know what happens when you do that. So literally ask them, are they covered? Are they named, as I said, my plumber, I'm named on their policy, Silva Brothers on additionally insured on their policy. I require to see that certificate.
So
there's an insurance audit for that.
You're telling me to ask the plumber?
No, you ask the contractor.
Ask the GC.
And he'll say, yeah, here's my subs certificates if it makes you comfortable.
So I could ask you then for your sub certificates.
Yeah, as Charlie, you know, as a good practice, every contractor, every general contractor should be keeping a list of all of the subs that they use.
Yeah.
You know, certificates of insurance, they're named on them. If the policy cancels, like we said earlier, you get that get that notification that they've canceled. If they switch companies, you want to make sure that they're notified on the new.
And the policy hasn't lapsed coverage. And then, in saying that, we haven't touched on workman's comp. I have to have workman's compensation even just to pull a building permit. They ask how many employees I have, and now it's not just that they're taking my word that I have certificate of for workman's comp. My insurance company actually has to email them a copy of it, and I will not get my building permit till the town sees.
That's for workman's comp. As the homeowner, I'm a little less concerned about that. Can he get a building permit if he doesn't have a policy for you for that liability and the tools and all that?
He would need the liability coverage.
He would need the liability.
Yes.
Is liability and workman's comp the same thing, or are those different things?
No, two separate things.
Those are two separate things.
Absolutely.
So at some level, he can't pull that permit unless he's got some of the basic.
That's right. That's right.
So I got a little bit of peace of mind there as a homeowner that'll pull, but I still should ask.
Absolutely.
You know, back to that windows. Do you want to say something?
Well, some red flags you want to be careful of is someone's a contractor to say, oh, why don't you pull the permit? Because as a homeowner, you can pull your own building permit, and then that becomes
interesting.
So you got to be careful of that.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.